Hello, hello.
You might notice I have someone a little different with me here today. This actually happens to be my mother, and she is joining me today because we want to do a video for your yoga students, and because I have the YouTube channel where I eat stuff, we thought it would be a good way to incorporate the two things. So we're going to eat for you, and we're going to talk about...
We're going to eat for you. We do eat at other times as well. And she doesn't just eat on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I won't be, no. It is called Meet and Eat, though.
Is it?
Not like I don't need to meet you, though.
She's met me before.
I've met her before.
Yeah.
We're quite familiar.
So how are we doing this then, Chantal?
So, we have a lovely plate of food here that we're going to show you.
We did something quite simple.
No, it doesn't look very simple.
It doesn't,
Basically,
it's all very simple.
Oh, I'm dripping beetroot juice everywhere.
Never mind, no one can see that.
Basically, what we have here is a lot of roasted vegetables. So here, do you want to point to everything? We've got roasted squash and beetroot. We've got roasted cabbage, carrots.
And this here is the beetroot leaves that
the beetroot in our garden.
Yeah, beetroot in our garden.
We use
and I steamed this with garlic and olive oil and salt and some pepper.
So we've got a lovely plate of food there. We've also roasted some chickpeas, and I've made a honey and mustard dressing. Obviously not actually honey because we are vegan. My mother is vegan as well. And so we've used agave instead, which is a really great honey substitute. So we're going to talk through why we've chosen this food here and why it's beneficial. And it's a bit of a healthier one than I usually do. But that's okay. I think we all need a bit of healthy stuff from time to time, don't we? And you like healthy food. So.
Yeah, and the thing is it's plant-based food. So we all know we should be eating more plants. I'm always banging on about eating more plants. And you don't actually eat more unless you prepare more. So this is just... only plants, and we're going to show you that it wasn't very difficult.
Yeah.
And it's really, actually it's just a nice snack, even if you didn't have it as your main meal.
Have it in the fridge, you can roast it, have it in the fridge ready. We've all roasted this fresh, but if we have some left over, we could maybe do some couscous with it tomorrow, or some rice, brown rice or something. Yeah.
Especially with more dressing on it.
Yeah. Let's crack on, shall we?
Yeah, no rules really. You can eat it for breakfast, lunch, supper, in between meals, whenever you like. Okay.
Jocelyn had to put a top on.
Yes, we had to stop for a minute.
Okay, so should we dish this food up?
Go on then.
Look at that. What are you going to go for first?
The
Can you
tongs.
pass me the salad, please?
There you go.
Thank you.
So I really love this stuff. It's probably not everyone's taste. It has got a slight kind of astringence to it. But...
like sharp, you mean?
No, kind of almost dry, if you know what I mean.
No.
You may not know what I mean because that doesn't sound very descriptive. Are we having a malfunction here?
I think you've just broken them.
No, I haven't. So astringent, in terms of Ayurveda, which is the Indian form of traditional medicine, you can be classified in body types to help you eat in accordance with your dosha. And I've got a lot of kapha in my body type, which means my body appreciates astringent foods. So anything... along the lines, and I think you'll know what I mean. It's a bit like spinach as well. It's like it kind of takes, it kind of gives you a certain sense in your mouth, a certain dryness almost. I also like Darjeeling tea for the same reason.
Yeah, it does dry your mouth out.
Yeah, it dries your mouth out a bit. And there's also kind of red wines that have a kind of an astringence. So that's what I'm talking about there.
So not the same as being a diuretic, which drains water from your body.
No, it's not quite like that.
Okay. Thanks for elaborating.
Well, it's getting deflected. So I need some dressing to make this all come together. I do not have any carrots.
Oh no, you need carrots.
Yes.
So we're just going to go through a few of the health benefits. These chickpeas are actually really good to snack on as well.
They're nice, aren't they?
I've really piled my plate up here, look. It's all vegetables though. So,
I was going to put this whole carrot in my mouth,
Come on, then.
and then I thought, well, I can't do that, I'm on camera. But
No,
then
you
I
can.
thought, do you know what? I'm going to do it. You just watch me put all this carrot in my mouth. That's entertaining, isn't it?
So, beetroot has significant quantities of vitamin C,
Iron,
iron,
B6,
magnesium,
and folate.
which is B9, and it's good for heart health and exercise performance. Why is that? Do you know?
I think it's supposed to increase the blood flow or some such thing. We are going to put a link in with a site that has a lot of nutritional information because we'll forget.
We are reading it as well, in case you see our eyes wandering. Squash. It's very seasonal. All this veg here is quite seasonal.
It's important to eat seasonally
Yeah.
as well. You've got vegetables at their freshest if they're seasonal. And also, they haven't travelled stupid amount of miles to get to your plate, which is important ecologically.
As we're filming this in Britain, it would be British veg. It'd be nice to think that we're reaching other countries, but I'm not sure we will. But yeah, British veg at the moment is beetroot, because we got this beetroot from the garden, and squash, which you can find in supermarkets at the moment, and I think we're growing some of that in the garden, and pumpkin, stuff like that.
Cabbage, always a good always a good veg to have. I know lots of people think cabbage is a bit boring, which is why we've roasted it, because roasted cabbage is lovely. And what we did with that is we took a whole cabbage and cut it in half and then quarters and then eighths and just turned it up like an orange segment and did it in the oven. And it actually brings a nice kind of, well, that kind of almost char-grilled taste to it.
On this veg, it's just salt, pepper, garlic powder, that sort of thing. There's paprika on the chickpeas. And I'm going to show you how to make the dressing as well that we've got here. I've done a little video on that. So
all we did here was prepare the veg and cut it into, chunks, not too big for your mouth.
Or too long to roast. It'll take too long to roast otherwise.
Yeah, true.
This only took about half an hour.
Yeah, we hate waiting for our food, don't we? So, you can see they're kind of, bite-sized pieces.
Bye.
And it was probably about
Half an hour.
half an hour on a medium to high oven?
Yeah, 150 fan.
Okay.
So about 200 degrees Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit, gas mark 6.
Oh, wow. Those numbers you know better than me.
That's my job.
So, what else can we tell the good people here?
Carrots. Well, we've told them a bit about squash, but squash is actually quite good for reduce the risk of depression, which I think is really important right now, because we have just heard we're about to go into another lockdown. These are the times we're living in. This is the 1st of November. Happy World Vegan Day, by the way, to everyone who's watching that's vegan or thinking about going vegan, or just watching us because, my mother, she is vegan.
Or just deciding to eat more plants just because they're good for you.
Yeah.
Whether you eat meat or not. Everyone should eat more plants.
Yeah.
I think that our government tells us that we should eat 5 a day, but in actual fact, I heard that it was
10.
It's more like 10, and I believe in Australia they do actually say 10 fruit and veg a day, with the emphasis on veg, not fruit.
Yeah,
and our country in the UK decided it was too ambitious for most people to ask them to eat more than 5 a day, because most people don't even get 5 a day.
Yeah, but I think they should take into account the portion sizes. Like, a portion size isn't actually as big as people think. So you could have lots of little portions of veg, and that could be 5 portions of veg on your plate. Because you've got to look into the portion size and what counts as And it's different fruits and veg as well, isn't it? It's not the same. You can't eat 10 oranges and think that's all right. I mean, it's fine. You'll just be full of orange, but
it's not balanced. You're not getting a full range of vitamins and minerals, and these have got a full range of vitamins and minerals. Like, for example, the humble cabbage has got a lot of what did we find out that had?
Vitamin A and vitamin K.
And vitamin K, and a lot of other nutrients that are good for bone health.
Oh.
Yeah. Vitamin K is often in supplements with vitamin D because of its beneficial properties for bone health.
Do you know what I found out when we were doing research as well into these? Is that this website in particular was saying squash is actually a fruit because it's got seeds. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like tomatoes, peppers, they're all fruits because they have seeds. Yeah, I think something like a carrot is a vegetable because it doesn't have seeds inside. What happens is the green end grows up, it flowers, and then it produces seeds. Fruits have the flower first, and the flower then produces the fruit, and then the seeds for the next batch of whatever's, if it was in nature and would just fall to the floor. That's how that works.
Nice. If it's not a hybrid fruit.
Yeah, so I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong, just add your comment.
We tried to grow squash from some seeds that we saved from a squash from the supermarket, and they didn't grow. They grew, but they didn't have fruit on. So they were lovely trailing plants, but they didn't have any fruit on.
They flower, but not fruit.
They flowered, but that was it. They were nice to look at, but just didn't work. Eye health, that's what, because they're high in beta carotene, carrots, and I guess that's where carrots get their name from as well, keratin. Squash and carrots are high in beta carotene, which is good for eye health. And
anything that's orange or yellow is high in beta carotene, and that's good for all sorts of things, as well as being an antioxidant. And antioxidants are compounds that neutralise free radicals, and free radicals are the thing that quite naturally happens in our body just by living. We're kind of burning up stuff, and then there's kind of waste products, and I'm probably not describing it very well, but
no, I think you're doing a good job.
And we need antioxidants to kind of mop up and clean up the free radicals, because the free radicals do damage in the body, and obviously everything that people like to do that is bad for them increases your amount of free radicals.
Would that include like toxins from the environment?
I think so, but also, you know, things that we do to ourselves, drinking too much coffee and smoking. And
we like coffee, don't we?
We do, but I don't think we drink too much.
No. I have like 2 a day. I don't drink instant coffee as well. I don't like instant coffee. But we do like coffee. It's my only vice, really. I don't drink or anything.
I think the other thing is, you know, you might have heard the phrase, eat the rainbow. So you've got we've got green here, we've got red, we've got orange. We've got 2 shades of green. The cabbage is a Savoy cabbage. Quite nice. I quite like making coleslaw with Savoy cabbage or green cabbages rather than white cabbage.
You wanted to do that today, but I said no because I thought it was too cold to be eating coleslaw.
I was going to make a winter coleslaw with raw beetroot, raw carrots and raw cabbage. We'll do that again another time.
Maybe another time.
There's another really nice way to eat beetroot raw, which is just a great chunkily grate carrot and beetroot raw. Eat them raw. People who often don't care for beetroot cooked find that they can they find the raw beetroot much more palatable when it's mixed in with what the thing is called, carrots.
Squash is also, I mentioned earlier, reducing your risk of depression. Carrots are full of that because squash are full of B6, and people that have a deficiency in B6 are more sort of vulnerable to suffering from depression.
The B vitamins are good for the nervous system as well as other things.
And this sort of weather gets me down a bit, so eating this sort of food at this time, it's like nature's way of saying, here, we're providing you with some vegetables that are going to help you combat this time of year. It's clever, isn't it?
Very clever.
So,
I'm going to go for another world record. How much can I put in my mouth at one time?
is there anything else you want to chat about? Bearing in mind that you've got a website, haven't you?
I've got a yoga website, Core Vitality Yoga.
Because you're a yoga teacher.
I am. And I've got a yoga and well-being online membership. And so I'm doing this for my members because I did promise them some recipes and everything's just been so hectic with this, that and the other that I haven't got around to it yet. But this is the start of some content for that section in my...
Yeah, because I've already started the YouTube channel, and so I thought, why not take advantage of that? And it's got the ball rolling, hasn't it?
Certainly has.
So that's good.
So hopefully you'll see some more of Chantal and I making recipes. Maybe not always eating them in front of you, especially if you haven't got anything to eat. It might be a bit kind of mean of us.
Yeah. But yeah, if you like this, comment below. If you're one of my mum's students or here through my mum mentioning it, then say hello and welcome.
And also, if you've got any questions about plant-based cooking or anything that you'd like to eat more of but don't really like and you'd like it zuzzed up a bit, or anything really, within reason. We'll delete the ones that we don't think are within reason.
Yeah, nothing rude, please. But I'm actually a food creator for some vegan magazines, so if you've got any food-related questions, then please throw them my way. I'd be happy to answer them. And when it comes to food, I don't consider any question on how to cook anything stupid, because some people are into cooking and some people aren't, and I'm one of those people that's into cooking. But if you're really struggling and stuff and where to begin, I'm more than happy to guide you.
And I can cook.
Yeah, you can cook.
I just don't find it all that relaxing. So I do tend to make things that are quite quick to do, quick and easy, because why not make things quick and easy is what I think.
This was quick and easy.
Very quick and
but
easy.
Look how much food's here.
I also love my slow cooker, so the chances are we'll be doing some slow cooker stuff, because let's just set it and go and spend the day doing something else and come back and your dinner's done.
Yeah, well, I'll just show the aftermath of that. We won't sit here for 12 hours.
Talking.
We probably could, but you wouldn't find it very entertaining. So, if you've got nothing more to say, we've nearly finished as well. We've eaten our big plates of food.
Well, I've got plenty to say, but, you know, it could be a bit boring if we just sit here talking, so...
It depends what you've got to say.
Are we going to say goodbye then?
Is it time? You look a bit sad.
Well, I just think... how long have we been? You see, 13 minutes.
More than that.
Would I sit and listen to us for 13 minutes? I don't know.
We'll find out, won't we? If you enjoyed this,
do you know that
comment.
you can always speed up the rate of which you listen to this back? There's a little thing down there somewhere, and you can take it from normal speed to 1.25.
That'll just be us talking really fast.
Well, that's all right. You see, that would suit me, because I like people to get on with it.
Right, okay.
Even though I'm a yoga teacher, I'm not very patient.
Okay, so thanks for watching. And we'll be bringing you more of these, whether you like it or not, because we think it's important to share information about good food, especially this time of year when we're about to go into lockdown and we won't have all the fruit and veg available to us that we might usually have, because a lot of stuff in this country is imported, and that might slow down as well if we're in lockdown.
Oh, why don't you cheer everyone up? We'll be fine. The shops are full of stuff.
Cheer people up. So
the shops are full. You don't need extra loo paper.
No, don't go out and panic buy loo paper.
All is well. And we'll soon be at the end of this year, 2020, this momentous year, and looking forward to 2021, where hopefully things will look a lot brighter. So on that note, shall we say goodbye?
We'll say goodbye.
Go on.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.